It's time to ask the serious question. Is Reed Sheppard the next Steph Curry?
Let's talk about it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Summit State of Mind, presented to you by the Apollo Podcast Network and powered by Underdog. That's right, Underdog. Use promo code SUMMIT to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code SUMMIT. That's right, Underdog. Make picks, win money. Acknowledge Underdog.
Acknowledged.
Did you acknowledge him? You did, right? That wasn't just like a finger pointing at him, right? Okay, I just wanted to be sure. In this episode, we're going to discuss Reed Sheppard and the comps to Steph Curry currently. His play has been out of this world. We're also going to discuss the Bigs lineup. We're also going to discuss the Houston Rockets record currently without KD, but a KD that is looming and coming back once again. It's the OG2 in the house. I'm joined by my big brother, the GM. I'm back.
You are back.
I want off
last
appearance.
Time didn't we do the last episode together? Or was
No,
it
we did
two
not.
episodes before?
It's been a couple episodes.
I don't remember. It's
been a couple episodes.
It's been a hot minute. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah.
But it is the holiday season. Today is Saturday, November 29th, and let me tell you, we are excited because hopefully, when you guys see this, you'll be watching this from your phone at Pitch 25.
Oh, wow, nice. Yes, that's right. We'll be watching this and Survivor Series at Pitch 25 to watch wrestling, and it's going to be fun, and I'm wearing my Wrestling City shirt over here, so if you guys want these shirts, be sure to check it out, hopefully. If not, sorry you were late to the show, or this came out a little after, so regardless, no worries there. Let's go ahead and move on and talk about it right now, GM. Reed Sheppard, the play has been incredible. The young man Rumble has been killing it lately without KD. The man has stepped up, helped lead the Houston Rockets to that most recent victory against Golden State. What's been the opinion on Reed Sheppard's play currently?
I mean, where can I even start? It's the holiday season. Your boy is decked out because you know why? Because my prayers have been answered. Angels, we have heard on high. Reed Sheppard, now o'er the plains. Reed Sheppard. My goodness. My man has been hurting his cattle, my man.
Oh, my gosh.
He's been putting up numbers,
this is so intense.
numbers
This is so
for the
intense.
boys.
I don't know how I feel
for the
about
boys
this.
in H-Town.
Yeah?
Help picking up the slack when it's really needed.
Okay.
But let me tell you,
I'm scared.
beating up on the Golden State Warriors. Let me give you a stat line.
Okay, you're going to give me a stat line real quick.
31 points,
Okay.
9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 made threes against the Warriors. This is against Steph Curry. Well, I guess you say, about Steph Curry. But still, this is against the Golden State Warriors.
No, we're going to call a spade a spade.
A
It's
legitimate
against Steph Curry.
team
Yeah.
fielding Draymond Green,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, and the Steph Curry, the other subject of the
I think
episode.
that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, the crazy thing is this. I saw something that said that multiple guards, have gotten their career highs now against the Golden State Warriors. Is that a troubling trend?
It's a troubling trend.
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Good calls there, GM. I love the comparisons. I love the thought process. The Houston Rockets with Reed Sheppard, you provided stats.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the stat overall for the season so
Okay.
far. He's averaged 14 points per game, 3 assists, 48% from the field, 45% from 3. He's been absolutely killing it right now. And he's been doing it in 27 minutes of play. I think that's the biggest key here, the fact that he's been doing it only in 27 minutes of play. He's been playing to the best of his abilities. He's been carrying, people tend to realize he's the number 3 overall pick. People were already ready to phone it in, call it in, to not know that this guy was going to be a project player from the start. And confidence is everything. Confidence is key in the NBA. You have college confidence, and then you have NBA confidence. A lot of people can have college confidence. A lot of people and their mothers can have college confidence. But there is a very select few in the NBA that can have NBA confidence, and that is exactly what Reed Sheppard has been providing as of late. What he's been doing has been unprecedented, and the way he's kind of carrying this team, especially on the scoring load without KD, it's been absolutely huge. Now, this is the kicker here in all of this. How is the defense going to adjust now? Because this team, Golden State, decided to give him middies. That's what they decided to give up. But now teams are starting to see that he can hit these at a consistent clip. I can see teams being more physical. I can see teams try to cut off the motion once he gets into the middle of the lane. I want to see how Reed Sheppard's going to play. That adjustment is going to take place once that happens because we know defenses are going to adjust. They're going to adjust. They're going to adjust their defense. So now the question begins to be, how is Reed Sheppard going to adapt to one, the defense starts to maybe play a little bit more physical?
I
you know
do
what I mean?
think that he will adapt. I do think you might have a little bit of a struggle considering the physicality of the game. It's going to take some accustomed to considering how the teams have been defending him. They're giving him the 3, but you could see Golden State, even Phoenix, they defended him to the point where it's like, we're not gonna let you shoot the 3. You're gonna get past us, and we'll give you the midi. And what they're starting to see now is that he's got his best Chris Paul in the middle of the lane. You see that? That big jumper he hit in Pajemski was amazing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, the behind the back.
It was majestic. Yeah, absolutely. But
A little ha-ha.
I think what's going to happen is that he's going to become the guy where he'll learn to adjust to that physicality. They will run motions to where they can get him open. It'll allow Ime to kind of explore a little bit more, offensively, and
That
figure
was
out
offensive
ways
right
to
there.
get Reed Sheppard open shots. I think that as the season progresses, the Rockets will make the proper adjustments, and Reed Sheppard will be more prepared. The confidence is there. Career high. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the
Yeah.
confidence is so, like, this is everything. Confidence is everything in the NBA, and the fact that all he needed was confidence. We all knew the skill was there.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting to see Kentucky Wildcat and Reed Sheppard, who was an absolute monster. The way that he's been playing has been unprecedented. He's pretty much been one of the most unstoppable forces on the team, which has been crazy to say, oddly enough, when you have an Alperen Sengun and a Kevin Durant.
Yep.
You can argue that he almost can become your number 3 scorer in case Thompson gets cold or if he's not playing super well. Which begs the question, GM. It's the subject of the episode. Sorry to bait you all into this. We had to talk about it.
This is very much bait.
We'll call a spade here. Is there a chance, now granted, is there a chance that Reed Sheppard could be the next Steph Curry? I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It sounds insane. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
He's multiple awards. I know this. I understand it. But Reed Sheppard is, I mean, scoring-wise, he reminds me a little bit of Steph Curry
It's
in the
true.
early years.
I
You
see
know what
that.
I mean?
I see that. I get that.
So what do you think?
Okay. Short answer, no. Long answer, yes. And I will tell you why.
Long answer, hell no.
Short answer first. No. Steph Curry's generational, MVP. And Reed Sheppard has a lot of potential, but there's only one Steph Curry. And I do not believe that he can reach that level of overall player.
That's very
But
difficult.
can Reed Sheppard
think anyone really can.
become the efficient, high-efficiency three-point shooter that Steph Curry is? Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely a possibility there. The consistency is there in his jumper. He hasn't changed much in terms of mechanics, and he's so crafty, finding ways to get open. And the way he pulls up for threes, like he's really good at catch and shoot. He's really good off the dribble.
Yep.
He's finding ways from the corner, the wing, at the top of the key. And then there's just he can hit shots from everywhere, from
Right.
beyond the 3-point line. So the question is that no, Reed Sheppard will not be Steph Curry. That's an unfair assessment. That's an unfair projection. That's unfair to read.
Yeah.
But 3-point shooting wise, can he be like Steph Curry?
Ooh, he's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
I don't think Reed Sheppard's going to be the best 3-point shooter of all
Yeah.
time. But can he get to that potential level of being the best 3-point shooter currently in the league after Steph Curry retires? Yeet.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. You yeeted. You did because I was gonna yeet too.
I
but
had to.
But you know what? Can Reed Sheppard be the next Steph Curry? Short answer, yes. Long answer, hell yes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I think it's at the end of the day. I think this is it's more or less an apples to oranges comparison.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. But will you? Hey, fans. GM, will you walk with me? Kike, producer Kike, walk with me. Walk with me real quick. I have something I got to say as he walks away. No, don't leave. That was a figurative. It was a figurative walk. All right, he's back. Okay, we're good. So, walk with me on this. This is the stat line of year 2 Steph Curry, the same year as Reed Sheppard is right now. Year 2 Steph Curry averaged 18.6 points per game, 48% from the field, 44% from 3 in 36 minutes. Reed Sheppard, 14.8 points per game, 48% from the field, 45% from the three in 27 minutes. That is 9 minutes less than a Steph Curry in year 2. Reed Sheppard is coming off the bench. Steph Curry was your everyday starter for 82 games as the point guard for your not your Golden State Warriors, that Golden State Warriors. Don't 6-7 me. So statistically, he's trending in that direction. Statistically,
I like those numbers. You could have sold me.
On a statistic
I'm not
standpoint.
bought in completely, but you
No,
sold
I
me a
mean,
little bit, yeah.
very few can compare to that.
Absolutely.
So I think right now, like, he's trending in that right direction. But bottom line is that Reed Sheppard is showing that he's worthy of the number 3 pick. Heck, the way that the number 1 and number 2 picks have been playing, he could and maybe should have been the number 1 pick overall. The man has been a monster from the scoring table. So we'll see what happens, obviously, as he progresses and moves on. Let's go ahead and move on to our next subject. But before we do, the GM has a very special promo and message to tell the fans.
To y'all, everyone give a quick shout out to Underdog. Shout out to Underdog, the best daily fantasy sports app out there. Make sure. Are you ready to get on the bench and into the game? Then head over to Underdog to get in on all the action. Whether you're into basketball, football, hockey, or any sport in between, Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action all season long. Playing an Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite player will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And let me tell you, tonight's slate, we got a pretty good game that piqued the GM's interest. I'm going to go pick some guys from the Chicago Bulls versus the Indiana Pacers.
Tell me why Manas Buzelis is the man.
Stop. Joshua Giddey. I'm going to roll with that guy. 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to smash higher on that. You know your boy likes to always go higher. And Pascal Siakam, 12.5 rebounds and assists. Yeah, we're going to go smash the higher as well. There's going to be a lot of possessions at this game. I think that the boys will have many opportunities to get in all that. So make sure to download the app today. Use promo code SUMMIT to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code SUMMIT. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS._HTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org in New York. Call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Thank you again to Underdog.
Woo! That was a great ad. Good stuff. You did it all in one breath? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. The swimmer's long. JK, I've never done that in my life.
Shout out to the 13th year. Big Disney fan over here.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't think you'd get a 13th year reference.
Nope, never.
13th year? Is that the year?
Yeah, I think that was.
The
I
movie?
think that one was the movie. Yeah,
That was the movie name, right?
He became a merman. Shout out to
the
Zoolander.
villain from that movie was the hero in Punk. So just figure that out for yourself. Yeah, the villain in the 13th year was the main character in Punks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, united we stand.
Oh,
Let's go ahead and move on to the next subject right now. Let's talk about the Bigs lineup.
Yep.
The Houston Rockets have when the initial signing of Clint Capella had happened, the idea was that he was going to be able to come in and help out this Steven Adams, and basically you now have the three-headed monster of a center rotation with Alperen Şengün, Steven Adams, and Clint Capella. GM, their overall play has been stellar for the most part, a little bit of holes here and there, but we need to shine a spotlight. We need to give some flowers to this Bigs lineup, especially Clint Capella with the most recent play and especially last game. What has been your overall thoughts?
Man, my overall thoughts have been actually a lot more impressive. I know that Clint Capella has not looked the best in some games, but his performance against Golden State is the reason why we brought him here. 12 rebounds in 18 minutes?
Yeah.
And doing that against the Warriors as well. That's the kind of performance in which you need against a team that's kind of always had your number the last 10 plus years. So I think that the signing of Capella in the beginning, I was like, why? Are we sure?
Why not?
But at the same time, like what was the reasoning? Steven Adams going through the torn ACL, recovering one whole year last year. Now we're going into year 2 of that recovery, and he still can't play back-to-backs, or he will sometimes he won't, but that's okay. Load managing.
I think he could. They just don't want to put that pressure on him.
That Steven
Fair
Adams
point.
is that dude. But
Right.
you know what? I'm really happy with it, and I think that it's a testament to the organization, to the coaching staff, especially the training staff, keeping Clint Capella ready. Shout out to Stay Ready crew.
Oh,
But,
yes.
that's the thing, and they were prepared for this, and that's the main reason why. And the fact that we're seeing it come into fruition as the team goes deeper into the season is this is why we don't get paid the big bucks and why they do.
Right, no, exactly. And I agree. And I actually saw the vision from the get-go. Shout out to the vision, Braun Breaker. But I saw the vision from the get-go in terms of what Clint Capella, the signing of Clint Capella, because I knew that Steven Adams was probably not. Now, granted, he's probably like a year and a half, maybe 2 years removed already from that initial injury.
Yeah.
But I think the goal here is that you want these pieces to be ready by the playoffs.
Yep, exactly.
And there's nothing more important. This team that has been so formulated around being the double big lineup, their identity is offensive rebounding. Why not double down on what has made you successful and go ahead and get another center that wants to play, that took a pay cut, that wants to play for your team, like Clint Capella. And now you get a fresher Steven Adams. You can get a more fresh Clint Capella. You can even argue if the Rockets can get well enough ahead, you can play Şengün maybe a little less minutes and run with Steven Adams and a Clint Capella maybe together for a couple minutes. And that was kind of the idea, and that was kind of the vision that I had initially had seen. I love the fact that it's coming to fruition now, and it's coming exactly as I anticipated, because that's exactly what this is. They doubled down on what made this team successful, and why not do that? Why not double down on what makes this team successful? On top of that, if a piece becomes available, Clint is a good trade piece.
Yep.
Because every team needs a center, a serviceable center, and he is a hot commodity and a good trade piece to have down the road if another piece happens to be available. I think the Houston Rockets made a stellar decision. This 3 big lineup of the big 3, I don't know what to call them. They're not a big 3, but you know what I mean. Steven Adams, Clint Capella, the 3
not
bigs.
big 3.
The 3 big, the 3 big Skateers?
Yes, there you go.
No pop. So he just sighed. Oh, stop.
Let
Stop.
me unwield my sword.
Oh,
real
okay.
quick.
All right. We'll unwield the sword.
Unguard.
Unwield the sword. Buy 3 Musketeers. Not a sponsor. Let's go ahead and move on to our last subject, GM. The Houston Rockets are 2-0 without a Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is looming.
Yeah.
He should be back. I think all sources indicate he could be back tomorrow. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed.
No one said anything. So
Okay,
I'm just
but I
assuming
think
that he will be back.
we're headed towards that direction. But the Houston Rockets were 2-0 without Kevin Durant, and the reason why they're 2-0, a big reason why, is the Stay Ready crew. Let's shine a spot on the Stay Ready crew and overall this Houston Rockets team and their ability to carry on without KD. This is not a pushover Phoenix Suns and a Golden State team. These are playoff teams. The playoffs started today. They're either in the play-in or they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, they're over 500. So these guys have been performing very, very well lately, especially with Kevin Durant out. I didn't expect them to go 2-0, maybe 1-1.
Yeah.
There was a chance they could have gone 0-2. Beating Golden State and Golden State is very difficult. We've seen this happen in the past for years now.
Yep.
What's been your opinion of the overall play of the Houston Rockets playing without KD?
I mean, shout out to Aaron Holiday. Shout out to J.D. Davison. Shout out to Jay Sean Tate. Shout out to Clint Capella. Like, everyone's done their part in terms of stepping up with KD being out, especially Aaron Holiday, who's averaging 18 points in the last 2 games. He's hit a total of, I think, 9 or 11 threes in the past 2 games.
I think it was 9
as
in
well.
the last 2. Yeah.
9 in the last 2. So, I mean, the guy has been performing. Aaron Holiday is always prepared with his number is going to be called. And that's a testament to him and a testament to the team. So I think that all of these guys deserve their flowers for doing what they need to do.
Absolutely.
Without KD. And this isn't a long-term solution. This is just, stopgap. And stopgaps are okay. We're not going to be giving Aaron Holiday and J.D. Davison all these minutes in the future. And it's not
in game 1 of the playoffs.
Anything
No,
against
sir.
them, but it's Kevin freaking Durant. But KD will be back. The team will be fine. We're 2-4 now. Like, every game that we have lost has been relatively close, except San Antonio. But
We actually had like a
literally
15-point lead against them too
game.
during
So,
that game. Yeah.
This team, I'm not worried.
No.
The performances have been really good, and what they've shown you is that they are true contenders. Like, it's not just smoke.
Facts.
There's legitimate fire behind it. So, shout out to the team. Shout out to Ime. Shout out to his his coaching staff, man, like for real, these guys have really come to play this year.
I love the next man up mantra that this team has had, that knowing that one player can go down, whether it's Atari Eason, whether DFS who hasn't played a single minute, or knowing that they lost Fred randomly, you know what I mean? Like they had a whole season plan going into it, knowing that, they can lose Steven Adams here and there, that they lost KD for a couple of games, and you never know who else could end up going down or have to take a personal leave. You just never know. So I love the next man up mentality, and that is all kudos to Ime Udoka and this coaching staff. They deserve their flowers too. It's the culture that they set. These players want to suit up. They want to put on their battle armor red, and they want to play.
Yeah.
For Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets, they want to win a championship. You can tell the championship mentality doesn't take place in game 53. It doesn't take place in the playoffs. The tone gets set from game 1, and from game 1 moving forward, they have set forth a championship mentality that, for God's sakes, the Thunder have only lost 1 game.
Yeah.
And really, in actuality, they should have lost 2 because we had them on the ropes. KD makes that 1 free throw, we beat them.
Yep.
So the championship mentality is there. These guys want to suit up and play. For goodness sake, J.D. Davidson, who you would have never heard of in any other facet, has been suiting up and playing great minutes for this team. Let's give credit where credit is due. Ime Udoka and the coaching staff absolutely deserve their flowers. This is the culture that they have set. Year 3 of the Ime Udoka era, and we are now starting to see it pay heavy dividends, knowing that these players can go out short term and other players can step up and play big minutes.
Ooh.
I love it right here. GM, as much as I would love to continue to talk with you, obviously, because this is nice and we're always here, and well, you're always here. I'm not always here. So, but we do have to we have to head out to a little watch party action.
Yeah.
So
that's what we got to do.
let's get ready to go home here. But before we do, give the people what they want one time.
Make sure to follow me on all socials, guys, at JP_Mirabueno. Make sure to follow the podcast at Summit, SOMPOD, over on Twitter. And make sure to follow our brothers, our familia, on all social platforms at Apollo HOU. And do not forget to give a nice little elbow drop, if we're going wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to wrestling. But make sure to give a nice little elbow drop onto our YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, and what's that? Subscribe. We're at 16.2K. Let's get to 16.3 by tomorrow. Can y'all do that?
I mean, good.
Let's hope
There's
so.
a possibility. There's a possibility that producer Kike. What's your handle, by the way? What's your @? Where can people find you? Where can people find producer Kike?
Kike and Tan.
What is it? Kike what? TAN. Okay. KIKETAN on all socials. Find producer Kike right there. He actually does a lot of great stuff for production. So if you guys need anything for production, go ahead and give him a message, DM him. He's available. He's a great producer. He produces all of our content. He's freaking killing it right now for Apollo, but he can also work for y'all as well. So be sure to give him a message if you guys need any help in any of that content. Follow me as well on I deactivated my account. You can follow me on, you can't follow me anywhere essentially, but you can follow Summit State of Mind and Apollo. And let's get ready to go home here one time on a very happy episode. The 12-4 Houston Rockets are killing it once again. I'm going to end this episode as I end every episode with a Go Summit, Go Apollo. 12-4 Rockets beat the Utah Jazz, buck the Utah Jazz. Go Rockets. Say the thing.
Yeet.
Yeet. Let's watch wrestling. Roman Reigns is going to win more games.
Okay.